Today is April 5th, which is a pretty awesome anniversary for myself. Exactly 1 year ago today, I quit my job and went full-time with YouTube. Now, for those of you who have been following my channel for a while, you know what I did before I only did YouTube, and that was sell cars. And that's sort of how my channel started. I started reviewing Ford vehicles at the dealership where I worked. Now, the channel grew pretty steadily, and I had hopes of being able to do YouTube full-time eventually. Now, I had actually set a personal goal where I wanted to be able to do this YouTube thing full-time by 2018. Certain things happened at the place where I was working where I felt that it's time to make a decision. Now, this decision process or decision-making process came a lot sooner than I had anticipated, because it wasn't 2018, it was still 2017, and it was the beginning of that year. So at the time, of course, I had a full-time income from the place where I was working, and I was making money off of YouTube as well. Now, this whole YouTube thing is, of course, not just about money, but, you know, being an adult and having responsibilities, bills, a family, you know, money is a big part of it for security reasons and everything. So when I quit my job on that day, I was giving up half of my income, which was a pretty big step for me. But I guess the point of today's video is going to be dreams. Now, I had a dream for a very long time to be able to, not specifically YouTube, but I wanted to have my own business, and I wanted it to be from home. I wanted to be able to be my own boss and not be a typical employee. I had had that dream for a very long time. Now, when I started working as a car salesman and pretty much bumped into YouTube, because that's pretty much what happened. I started filming the cars because I figured that if someone sees my car review, maybe they'll come and buy a car from me. Now, I later learned that it's a lot harder than that to get targeted traffic to the little town that I was in outside of Pittsburgh at the time and actually get customers from those videos. But I enjoyed doing the car reviews. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I got a lot of comments from people saying, you know, this is really helping me, you know, in my research for, let's say, a Ford Explorer or whatever it might be. Now, they weren't living where I was living. They were living, you know, other side of the planet or a completely different state in the United States, but the videos really helped them out. It informed them on their future car purchase, and I really enjoyed that. So I kept doing the videos. At the time, I didn't even know that you could monetize your videos and you could actually earn money from the content that you were already producing. Now, when I understood that, that's when I started going hardcore, producing videos on a very regular basis. At the time, for me, that was very regular, which was about once a week. And that pace, after a while, grew and grew, and I started doing it several times a week. So what am I trying to say here? Well, I found something that I enjoyed doing, and I could also make a living doing that. And I think that that is probably the key to happiness, at least when it comes to what you do for a living to earn money. If you can find your passion in life, whether it is YouTube or something completely different, and that can actually earn you money, it is true that it doesn't really feel like a job when you're doing it. Doing YouTube doesn't really feel like a job to me, although it is a job. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, passion, consistency, but when you love what you do, that becomes so much easier. It's just a part of your day, part of your life. So on April 5th, 2017, where I was faced with making a decision, keep doing what I was doing and doing YouTube more as a hobby part-time, or going full-time with something that I really, really wanted to do, although it was a scary place in my life, so to speak. I'd never had my own business before. I didn't know, you know, if YouTube was going to be successful for me full-time. You know, what cars am I going to review if I'm not actually working at a car dealership, and so on. But the point being that since that day, which is 1 year ago today, I've had the best year of my life. That truck right there is probably wondering what the heck I'm doing. I'm standing by my car, I have a camera on the roof of my car, and I'm talking into it. It looked like he was on his way down here, but he turned around. That is another thing about being a YouTuber, at least what I do. You know, learning to walk around with a camera, talking to the camera by yourself in front of people can be kind of weird. But that's not what this video is about. So let's go back to where I was. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is that I took a bit of a leap of faith, so to speak. Instead of going and getting another job and continuing doing YouTube on the side, I decided that, you know what, this is what I want to do. I don't want to have another typical job, and I'm not knocking having a job, being an employee or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing. All I'm trying to say is that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to do this YouTube thing full time. So if we fast forward 1 year to today, April 5th, 2018, I'm here talking to you guys from a camera sitting on the roof of my dream car. I just want to say thank you once again. I know I mention that every now and then in videos, but I truly mean it. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, without your support. So since that day leading up to today, the channel has grown immensely. And the reason that it's done that is because I made that decision 1 year ago today to do this full time. Making that decision was actually the best thing I could have ever done. My channel would not be what it is today if it wasn't for that decision. And it's not about just having a certain amount of subscribers, you know, making a certain amount of money. What I would never been able to understand before I started this whole YouTube thing is that you can actually inspire other people. I feel very humbled and very blessed when I get emails from people and comments, you know, on videos and stuff saying that, you know, you inspired me to start my YouTube channel, and thanks to you, I'm now chasing my own dreams. Now, like stuff like that, I still have a hard time, you know, receiving and comprehending when people say that. Maybe that's, you know, lack in self-confidence on my part, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that I guess that I have been able to, you know, have some kind of effect on people from the videos that I've made. And if you're out there and you're watching now, I just want to give a special thank you to you as well, because that enriches my life on a completely different level, on a more important level than, you know, any luxury car or, you know, amounts of money that you can make. So I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I know these type of speeches, if you want to call them, can become kind of cliche sometimes, but you know, if you can have any kind of impact, if you can impact one person in the world in a positive way to be able to chase their dreams and create a better life for themselves, you know, I've come to understand that means more than anything. So I feel truly humbled and blessed and happy that, you know, that can be a reality for me and for someone else out there in the world. I'm not good at these type of things, you know. It's hard finding the right words to, again, describe, you know, the gratitude that I have, but I'm doing my best. And many of you out there might be watching this video and being like, you know, what is this guy doing that's so great? Who has he inspired and stuff? And I can understand that because I think that way many times myself. But, you know, again, fact of the matter is that when I get comments like that, you know, people send me emails saying that I have done that. That is just so awesome, and it means so much. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but I truly mean that. So if you're watching this video here today and you have any kind of dreams, aspirations in your life, and you feel afraid of taking a step that you know deep down in your heart that you need to take at some point to be able to reach that level where you want to be, hopefully by this video you can feel inspired to take that step to get to where you want to be in your life, no matter what it is you want to do. You know, when you chase your dreams, you have to get out of your comfort zone, take risks, you know, take giant leaps towards where it is you want to be. You're not going to feel safe, you're not going to feel secure many times. It's just part of the whole process and part of you growing as a person, whether you're a man or a woman. It has no meaning whatsoever. It's about taking the risks that you need to take to get to where you want to be. You know, personally for me, at the time, I had just ordered my C63, not this one here, but my first one. I'm not going into that whole story here, but if you've been following the channel for a while, you know what went down there. So, you know, I was worried about, am I even gonna get financed with not having a real job, you know, a normal job, and just being a full-time YouTuber. But I still went for it, and long story short, here we are today. So for those of you who have been with my channel for a long time, thank you again. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I hope you guys enjoy the content that you're currently seeing. I'm living my dream because of you guys. So as I mentioned, the past year has been the best year of my life on a personal level and also on a career level. And I can't wait to see what the coming year is going to bring. So with all this being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, thank you so much to everyone that follows my channel on a regular basis. If you are bumping into the channel for the first time through this video and you like what you see, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.